Getting the call for transplant, what was that like?
It was in the middle of the night, about 2 a.m. So it was surprising, shocking. My mum and I were in disbelief. You're told to kind of take your time, have a shower, then come into the hospital. And I think the whole time I was shaking a bit, just kind of in shock and anticipation of what was ahead of us. You're always told that when you get the call for your new lungs or whatever organ it may be, it may not be the ones for you. So whilst you go to the hospital and prepare for surgery, it may not happen for whatever reason. So I think we were all kind of not overly getting ahead of ourselves, I guess, just taking one step at a time. But obviously we were also excited as well. I was very excited to kind of move past the stage I was at, which was being stuck to an oxygen tank.
Yeah, I can imagine. And did you have any, from getting the call to transplant, were there any hurdles in between? Because I know I actually got taken down into the pre-op bay, and then they sent me back up because there was a delay. So I went back up for 3 or 4 hours. Has anything like that happened to you?
No, it was all pretty smooth sailing. We went into hospital, they admitted me, gave me a bed. Then shortly after, taken down to the operating room. So I think the surgery was perhaps 8 hours. So probably the toughest 8 hours of my parents' lives. But yeah, it was all pretty smooth sailing from the time we got the call to the surgery. It was done by, the end of that Monday. So yeah.
That's great. And was there anything you did in that time sort of mentally to prepare yourself, or were you just going through the motions?
It was almost 9 years ago, but I don't remember. I remember just being nervous, sitting on the hospital bed waiting. But I've been used to hospitals my whole life with my cystic fibrosis. So being in a hospital doesn't make me nervous per se. I think I was probably a mix of a little bit nervous, excited. But yeah, obviously saying goodbye to your parents is really hard. But even that, I don't think I was overly emotional at that stage. Maybe it hadn't hit me that what was happening or the gravity of the surgery, more than anything, I was just looking forward to getting new lungs.
Yeah. And I think it is always going to be harder when you're young for your parents, for you in that state of mind, saying goodbye, because for them it's just they've got that long wait ahead of them. For you, you're on the journey. You've got no choice.
I can't imagine. Now that I have a daughter, I can't imagine what they went through. It would be really hard waiting and not knowing. But
yeah. That's one blessing of being the patient, isn't it?
Exactly.